พี่ทิมจากซูกู
And so we spent all of our money, but we wasted a lot of money and that almost put us out of business, but we survived. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite company, case company?
You are my favorite. You. My favorite partner. Can you bring back navy blue? Oh, no. By cats.
Meow.
All right.
Which camera do I look at?
That one. This just for close up. Okay.
I can see.
I will. สวัสดีครับทุกคนนะครับ ก็ตอนนี้นะครับเราได้ไปอยู่กับพี่ทิมจากซูกูนะครับ ก็จริงๆเราเคยสัมภาษณ์เขาก่อนหน้านี้ทีหนึ่งที่ลาสเวกัส You are founder of ZUGU, right?
Founder, yes.
Like a father of ZUGU.
Yes. Father and founder.
Thank you. แต่เขามาเยี่ยมออฟฟิศพอดีก็เลยลากมานั่งด้วยกันมาสัมภาษณ์แบบเต็มอีกทีนึงนะครับเผื่อว่ามีใครแบบอยากรู้อะไรเราก็มีให้แบบแฟนเพจของเรามีถามคำถามก็จะได้มาถามตรงนี้ด้วยเผื่อว่าแบบให้พี่ทีมเล่าให้ฟังเกี่ยวกับที่มาที่ไปของซูกูอะไรประมาณนี้ไหนๆก็มาแล้วครับเราก็เลยว่าแบบมีสัมภาษณ์สักหน่อยก็น่าจะดี
I have no idea what you said.
Yeah, of course I said it in Thai. Hello Tim.
Hello.
Yeah. So today we are going to do some interview. ZUGU is very popular in Thailand. And awesome. A lot of people love your product. And I think Thai people do want to know like the story or history about your brand. Can you tell us more about the beginning of ZUGU case?
So the very beginning, I heard the iPad came out. And so the iPad came out. I'm like, okay, wait, let's start over there. I had always had trouble with my iPhone propping it up to watch videos, so it was really frustrating. So when the iPad came out, I saw the iPad came out and it's way bigger screen. I was like, this is gonna be a much bigger problem, so I gotta come up with a really good solution with a stand. And also at that time I had no job, so I was living on couches, friends' couches. I basically stayed in an apartment about 1 week. Every day I was just working on different prototypes. The blinds were closed. I didn't know if it was daytime or nighttime because I would work on it and then I'd go to sleep and then I'd wake up and then I'd work on it more for about a week and a half.
How did you make a prototype back then?
So I made the prototype just simply with cardstock. It's like a hard paper. And a glue gun. I cut the pieces and then I just, kind of built it. At the beginning it was with Velcro. So it was adjustable to many different angles, but the Velcro didn't look that good, So eventually we were able to transition it to magnets. So once I made that prototype, then I started taking it to friends and family to see if I could get somebody to invest in the company. And everybody said, it looks cool. But they didn't invest. So I sold what I had, everything I had, and then I bought a plane ticket to China to manufacture it. And then once I did that, I was fully committed to the company that my friend's dad said, okay, I'll invest money in it. So then he wrote me a check on a handshake.
Didn't know anyone in China at that time?
No.
Oh, and you just...
Yeah. So my dad had worked with factories in China. And I asked him, I said, hey, can you tell me some connections in China? Yeah. He said no.
Why?
He said, I've been working 20 years to get those connections. I'm not giving it to you.
So he wanted you to fight by yourself or something like that?
I guess. Yeah, he was special.
So the first ZUGU was made back then at that time?
Yeah, 2010.
2010. Oh, so it was like
2010, I believe it was like the beginning of March.
Yeah.
So right around my birthday, I think it was my 25th birthday.
Oh, 25th birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, you were so young at that time.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
No. You still look good at the moment.
Thanks.
Yeah. And I think like the first version of ZUGU was leather case at that time.
Yeah, with Velcro.
Velcro, yeah. And it's like a sleeve more than a case that you put an iPad in?
Yeah. It was a sleeve, and I remember in the factory, the first cases that they were making for different brands, there was a sleeve. And then I wanted to add a strap to make sure it holds the iPad in. They said, no, you don't need that. because none of the other brands are doing it. And I said, yes, we need it because the iPad's going to slide out. And after fighting with them, finally they said, okay. And then within 6 months, every other brand had the strap in the factory. I said, I told you guys.
And was it successful at that version for ZUGU?
Very little success. I think it was difficult to find a platform on where to sell it. And because, eventually we stopped selling to retailers, stores, and resellers. So we were just selling on our website, and we stopped selling to retailers, and then we went directly on Amazon. And because Amazon shows all the reviews and people mostly trust the reviews, that once we got really good reviews, then it's kind of grew and grew from there because we were so obsessed with the quality to improve it constantly. So eventually when we had really good ratings, then sales did really well.
So actually the product was good, but you couldn't find the right platform. But
Yeah.
after you reach the platform that can tell the story about the product, the review, and people can understand the quality and feature of the product.
Yeah.
The sales was grown up at that time.
Yeah.
So did you have any milestone for ZUGU? I think you went to CES one time. Yeah. 7 years ago, I guess.
Well, yeah, I was trying to find, at the beginning, for the first couple years, a lot of our traffic to our website and sales was from press. So we were in the news, and so we would get press. But after a couple years, we weren't getting any more press, so sales started to go down. So I said, okay, let's go to CES, and let's use all the rest of the money we have from our
gambling,
from our loan, and let's get everybody to know about our case, because that was the first version of the magnetic case that we had. And so we spent all of our money with the booth and giving out high quality bags that people could carry around the show, and free beer, and it was very bad. We didn't get enough sales because a lot of the people at CES aren't resellers. They're just regular people going in to see the electronics show. And so we wasted a lot of money, and that almost put us out of business, but we survived.
And then you moved to selling online?
Selling on Amazon, because we were already selling on our website, but the sales were it wasn't big enough.
So it's like accumulate of review and trust from customer to grow ZUGU brand. Then. So I have another question. Why it has to be multi-angle? Because normally even Apple smart cover, they just do for two angles, and most of the brand they just do 3 angles, something like that.
I never understood why other brands did that. Why do they make something so? It's like they didn't put enough effort into it. It's okay, 2 angles is enough. No, it's not enough. I don't know. I mean, with a laptop, you can adjust it to any angle, and especially when you're using the screen to tap, use your fingers. You need an adjustable stand so you could use it at different angles. Plus, you got the glare. So a lower angle for me, typing, and not just having more angles, but also having them be really secure, because a lot of them out there, a lot of the other stands, you sneeze and it falls over, like the Apple case.
In each angle that you choose, you have maybe a purpose for you from your experience using an iPad, right?
Right.
Wow. Yeah. That is very interesting. And the other thing that I also sell a lot of iPad case. Normally they will just go for one part. Maybe they just go multi-angle with vertical or horizontal. So if they just go for shockproof case, they do not care about an angle. They just go for shockproof. But ZUGU is the case that try to get both things, from shockproof quality and multi-angle. Why do you create the product that can fulfill so much?
Well, if you think about it, I mean, most people want protection. They want to protect their iPad. And another reason is what's the whole reason of a case usually is to offer convenience to make the experience of the iPad better? How can we make the iPad experience better? Well, you know, if you have a case that has a stand that brings the iPad closer to you, then you feel more in the if you're playing a game or playing a video, you have a better experience. The cases that have a stand where you got this cover in between you and the iPad, you feel very far away and disconnected from the iPad. So you're closer, and then you just have a lot more angles to choose from, so that it's a case that can be perfect in any situation.
Yeah.
And like, for example, the bulkier cases that are just for protection, you don't need that much protection. I mean, unless, like, you know, some of the videos they show somebody throwing it out of a helicopter. I mean, how many people are throwing their iPad out of a helicopter? You don't need to protect. You don't need to protect it that much. You need protection from dropping a couple feet, so that you can have a bumper that's, you know, not super thick. It just needs to be just thick enough so that it protects it, but it's not super heavy to carry it around. And then an adjustable stand that's secure, so you can use it on your lap, you can use it in the plane, in bed, on the couch, table, wherever.
So it would be like your slogan, like a all situation case. Right?
Yeah, one case for every
one
every
case for
situation.
every situation.
Yeah.
So what people can be looking forward for ZUGU in couple years?
Well, we have been working a lot on so many different things right now. You know, we've really focused. I think a lot of the other companies, they focus on so many different things. So they do iPhone cases, chargers, iPad cases, all these different things. So they do a bunch of different products. Good. For us, we focused on one product for 13 years so that we could be the best. And now that we have the highest rating, we are switching over to like kind of creating more products again. So by next year, we'll have a couple new products. We're probably going to have a higher end ZUGU case that, well, no, I can't say it.
Okay, you can say.
I can't say it, but it's going to be higher quality, even higher quality.
Like can expect like a new version, like a higher end ZUGU case. Something
Higher end ZUGU case with more features.
with more feature.
Yes.
You will come up with new feature. You have like multi-angle magnet to put on fridge, shockproof, and to place to hold the Apple Pencil, and you have new feature for ZUGU.
Yeah.
Wow.นะครับ
Now you can throw it from a helicopter.
Yeah,
No, I'm
okay.
just kidding.
I will try it myself.
No, don't do
Choose
that.
Choose me. Okay. I think that is.
We're also doing a kids case.
kids case.
Yes.
Yeah.
That should come out next year, or at the earliest this year.
And
the end
under
of the
the
year.
brand ZUGU, right?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. So the kid can throw the case from helicopter.
No.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. I think that is
thank
what
you.
we are looking for. So.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah. Okay.
What's your favorite case company?
Oh. ขำอะไร We sell many cases.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wrong answer.
And we have so many partners.
I'm just kidding.
ZUGU is
Yes.
one of our most favorite.
Hey, I think there's a lot of good companies. I think OtterBox is great for protection.
Yeah.
You know, and ZUGU's great for, you know, everything.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm not sure that we can put this on the video.
Okay.
Yeah, but you are my favorite. You, my favorite partner. Yeah.
Okay.
So Q&A part, lot of question. I asked them, so I will pick it up some of them.
Okay.
So he asked that, can you bring back navy blue? Because right now you are doing slate color, but he really loved navy blue color that you have done before. Do you have any plan for that? Oh no! Yeah, a little bit surprised to my team.
Can we bring back navy blue? Well, see, the problem with navy blue was that a lot of people were complaining. They said, this doesn't look like navy blue, it looks like black. You know, because navy blue, if the color that we had, it looks great in, you know, in a lighted room.
Yeah.
But if it's not in a lighted room, then it looks almost black.
Right.
So we were trying to do a blue that was a little bit lighter.
Oh.
It's definitely a possibility. I would love to have 20 different colors. The problem is that, you know, that's difficult for a growing company, because if you have all this inventory in different colors, then, you know, typically what we do and what we're doing going forward is adding on new colors as limited edition. And then whichever color sells the best is the ones that we keep on. And then the worst selling colors are the ones that we discontinue.
Okay. So you're going with slate, right? At the moment?
We're going with slate at the moment, but there's a good chance there could be another blue coming out next year.
Yeah.
And we were trying to launch 2 or 3 other colors this year.
Is it possible for pink that you made in US?
We are working on a pink, a different pink.
Oh, yeah.
The last pink didn't sell great. I think it was one of the worst selling colors of all of them.
Okay.
So we discontinued it.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to try a different pink this time. And we've also been thinking about maybe doing colors different for each model. You know, because the Pro version, people kind of like the more professional, darker colors, and 10.2, they like, you know, more
colorful.
bright, colorful colors.
Because in Thailand, I think like customer for ZUGU, we have both male and female, and they want like a female color, like for their choice. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I know this is a long answer, but also if you guys want to put in there, navy blue is a color that I do want to add on to have permanently, but it takes us many years to find a good color, to be honest. And I just haven't found the right navy blue yet that I think would be a good fit, because just recently I was shopping in a mall with a bunch of like high-end fashion stores, and I found a really nice navy blue. And so I bought it and I took the sample home, and then when I got in a room that didn't have a lot of light, it looked black, and I said, shit, you know.
So every color of ZUGU case has to be like approved by you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have heard that you're kind of like perfectionism.
I mean, yeah. It takes a long time for me to find the right color. You know, sometimes I'll go out and spend thousands of dollars on the high-end luxury companies to get different color leathers that are really nice, and that's how I usually find the colors.
Yeah, so I think that's the reason that ZUGU color is very beautiful, especially like comparing to other iPad case. I think some color is very, very unique. Yeah, nice job, good job. Okay, this guy complained about charging the pen on the size. He loved everything about ZUGU case, but he just complained that on the side that you charge Apple Pencil is sometimes it doesn't work. And some people come to talk about this matter too. They mentioned that maybe they just like have to hold the iPad at that side, so it make the rubber maybe a little bit dented or something like that, but they have a problem with just like to charge the Apple Pencil sometimes.
So usually what we've done with that issue is we send a replacement, but it has to be really thin in the manufacturing process in order for it to charge perfectly. And sometimes there's, you know, in manufacturing it gets a little bit thicker, so it doesn't work properly, so that's why we replace it. But also the tolerance that Apple made for the distance of the Apple Pencil to the iPad has changed slightly. So it used to be much thicker that we could have rubber at the top, and it's gotten thinner. So we've made our cases thinner. However, some of the older cases, like if somebody were to buy an older 11 case and use it on a newer iPad Pro 11 to try and save money, it's the charging's not going to work well, because the newer version we have actually a little bit thinner in order for it to work correctly.
So it depends on the version of like Apple also, right?
Yes.
They come up with a new iPad.
It does. Yeah.
Okay. Another question. They ask, what is ZUGU is made of? Why it is so expensive?
Really, the reason why it's so expensive is my fault. Because every time I go to the manufacturer, I tell them to improve so many different things. It requires a lot more labor every time I add improvements into it. More labor, more checking, more quality control, more attention on the details. You know, like even in the factory, they test every case with an iPad before it's shipped out. But that's my fault. I'm constantly making improvements and the price is constantly going up. And that's been for years now, and we haven't raised the price other than the 12.9. So every year we are making less and less profit because I'm continuing to improve it. So what we've had to do was be spending less money on advertising, be more efficient with advertising. But you know, I mean, a lot of these other companies out there that sell the really inexpensive cases, they just use all the cheapest materials, and it's easy to sell an inexpensive case when you're using all the cheapest materials. We are literally looking for all the best materials, and which is usually always the most expensive materials for everything, whether it's the silica gel or the foam in the case that's for shipping, or the packaging. I mean, or the stickers, just everything on it. We're always looking for like the best quality version. Give me options sometimes. Do you want this one that's, you know, 50 cents, or do you want this one that's $1? You know, and I always go with the more expensive one. So that's my problem. I'm sorry.
But I think there is the trade-off to the quality of the case itself. Like the perfect of the feature that you can use and experience that you can experience with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one, he said he bought pine color. Normally it turns green, but why when he bring it to sunlight, it turns blue? For pine green.
Maybe
color.
he should go to the doctor.
Yeah, he just put some laugh emoji at the backside. Yeah.
Wow, he must have got a very unique case.
Yeah.
This might be, maybe you should send us a picture.
Yeah, I will ask for that. Maybe it's like a joke from him. Yeah, I'm
Maybe
not
it's
sure
a
about
joke.
that.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's a joke.
This one. He asked that, is it possible to make a case a little bit lighter?
That's one thing that we've been working on for a while also. And we don't tell anybody that it's 1 gram lighter this time or whatever.
Yeah.
But the last case that we made was a little bit, last version was a little bit lighter. So we're always trying to improve that. And that's something that we're improving on in the new case too. You know, like instead of using fiberglass, we're going to be using carbon fiber inside. Higher quality, a little bit lighter, but it has new features. So unsure overall if it's going to be much lighter, but
Yeah, because I think it's based on the magnet, right? That you have to
Yeah.
put in the case. So maybe lighter, but a little bit, but cannot be that significant lighter.
yeah, we try and, you know, we got to be careful too. We can't make it too thin to where it's warping or to where it's not stable, you know? So as much as I want to make it super thin, we have to be careful because we need it to be strong. But then, you know, we're lowering the weight by making small changes, small adjustments. Like maybe we get rid of an extra layer that we didn't need internally. And we did that on the kickstand, I believe. And we had customers complaining that we're making it cheaper and lowering the cost, and we're like, no, our cost did not lower when we got rid of that, you know. So we're trying to improve it. We're not trying to ever cut costs.
Okay.
The price has never gone down for us because we're always asking for more improvements.
Okay. This one is quite interesting. Why do you?
They're all interesting.
Yeah. Why do you do only horizontal? What do you think about vertical? Oh, sorry, not horizontal. Landscape. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because it's more widely used. I have seen some brands try doing cases only vertical, and they're gone. So I guess it didn't sell very well. But I have wanted to do one of those vertical cases alone, but we're not going to.
My marketing team told me that if you can make it the current ZUGU version to add vertical feature.
That may be a new feature we're working on.
Oh, looking forward to that because there's one of the most popular question for ZUGU. Why can it do vertical angle? Something like that. Yeah.
Maybe next year those people might get lucky.
Okay. รอดูนะครับทุกคนนะฮะ พี่ทิมพูดแล้วนะฮะ Okay. This one. Can you make it cat proof because a cat love to scratch the case so much? Yeah, they really do.
Meow. Cats.
I think
Maybe they should trim the nails. Maybe?
Yeah.
No.
Solve the problem by like the cost of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough. I don't know how to answer that one.
Yeah, I don't think she's serious about that.
Okay, we'll give her the meow.
He asked
Response.
for military tone, like a color, like military color. Yeah.
Remember how I said I was working on two or three colors this year?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Maroon color.
No.
No.
I'm sorry. Our red, our current red, you know, on the newer versions, it's more of like a brick red now. So it's kind of a little bit maroon, because before it was like a bright Ferrari red,
Yeah.
and now it's more of like a professional, like darker tone red, like a brick red. So I forget what we call it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Some fancy name.
But looking for.
Burgundy.
Burgundy?
Burgundy. Yeah.
No, but I like that.
Yeah. Okay. Looking for that. So please add his name if you use Burgundy.
Yes, Burgundy.
Burgundy.
I'm gonna call
by
him Burgundy.
Kamu from yeah. Okay, I think that's all. Yeah. Normally they just ask about vertical angle and add some new color. I think that's
So my question to them would be, the reason why we haven't done vertical for so long is because it would make the case thicker, it would make the case heavier. Well, typically the design we had before would make the case less stable. Stability, we've solved that problem. But you know, 360 case, the case is going to be a little bit heavier and a little bit thicker. So all these people that want it, are they going to be okay with that?
Okay. So there will be trade-off, right?
That would be a trade-off. I mean, we've spent 13 years trying to not have a trade-off and being able to offer those features. And I think it's now at a point to where the trade-off is very minimal.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit thicker and a little bit heavier. So
Yeah. Maybe I can make a live video with them and come up with the feedback to you.
yeah,
Because
also it'll be more expensive
it
too.
will be more expensive. Yeah. Because I think in Thailand a lot of people just use an iPad instead of an iPhone. So vertical is about like browsing around Instagram or TikTok, especially for younger generation. They just use an iPad instead of phone. Yeah, because they have to use it in college anyway.
Now, if they had it vertical, so you have your iPad case and you turn it vertical, would you want to be able to have it on one side so you can put your iPhone also on there, or no?
Just vertical on one side and put iPhone.
Yeah. So
Together?
if your case is like this,
Yeah.
and you put your iPad vertical, and then you have some space over here where you can put your phone, would you want your iPad vertical and your phone like that, or no?
I don't think so.
No?
Because the time that they're using an iPad, they just like leave the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be different.
Why would you want to
time.
put your phone on there?
Yeah, I have seen something like MacBook and iPhone, not that popular, I guess, because it's like a multi-device. When you use something, you just skip the other thing. No reason to use it together.
Yeah. Plus, you grab your phone so much
Yeah,
that
yeah,
it would be annoying to put it there, pull it off.
So do you have?
Unless you're doing FaceTime.
FaceTime, but you can do it in an iPad, right? For FaceTime.
Smart.
Okay, thank you for your time. I think this is the last session about this. So do you have anything to say to Thai fans about that? I can guarantee you that they really love your product. Every time I went to the store, they come up to me that they bought from me because you have ZUGU. I really love ZUGU case,
Really?
something like that. They really love your product. If we're lucky
That's
enough,
awesome.
you can see some of them just purchasing or talking about ZUGU case. So do you have anything to tell them?
You know, I really appreciate when people love the case because I've been so obsessed with trying to create the best product in the world that when I hear people say that to me, it's awesome. But I still feel like we are really far away from the perfect case, but we're definitely on the right track. It's just crazy how it's been 13 years. Our case isn't perfect, you know? It's just persistence and keep going, get better and better. But, you know, other than the US, Thailand is our best country outside of the US as far as sales. Yeah.
Because of me.
So, because of you guys, I mean,
Because of Thai fans, they really love your
fans.
product. Yeah.
Yeah.
They talk to each other. They make a video review. We have to thank them.
hopefully I can give you a big thanks by coming out with a really new great product next year and some new cool colors, but it's not going to be cheaper, I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Inflation's gone up, you know, everything's gone up. And we still haven't raised our prices other than
Yeah.
12.9.
Okay.
Okay, I'll shut up.
Okay, thank you so much พี่ทิมจาก ZUGU